fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewer here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds,
yeah.
Katie York set to get this one started. And we're off from MetLife. That's going to be taken in at the 8. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30th. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first-rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
Well, we all love to talk about the quarterback. He really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better, and he did a week ago.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Slot man in motion left. Now here's Cam Scatterby on the ground. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Following the play, we have an injured commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Going right back to Scatterby. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Edgerrin Cooper there to make the stop. It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down. Scatterby now from the gun. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position play today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jaden Daniels. Daniels going to throw to get us started.
A win is a win for him. Whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. To be the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
The Washington first down.
We'll go with Hunt on the run. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down. We're going to look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Running once more here with Hunt. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. And hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Third down, 1 yard to go. Daniels keeps it himself. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It takes an impressive amount of strength, that low man winning, to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming. That's well done.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants taking the field for their 2nd possession. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On first down, here's Dart. On him quick, and they bring him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense, who puts a 6 on the board.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Third and a lone yard coming up. On the sneak, here's Dart. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop her at the line, no gain. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Scatterboo here on the toss. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuck in the run.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be third and long. Throw here, third down. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on third down there with the sack.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. They get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
The Giants are set to punt. J.K. Scott will kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. The Commanders and their running back about to get back to work. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. Throwing on first down, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hunt. Hop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Daniels throwing on third. Making the call himself. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's good for a Washington first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Washington.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
That's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Giants' 35.
It's Hunt on the carry. And the stop is made at the 32, so give them almost enough for a new set of downs. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up third down.
Here's a give to Hunt. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
The Giants using their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Imagine the weather's playing a role here. Instead of trying a field goal, they're going to go for this. Fourth down, he calls his own number on the option. And this isn't going anywhere good. He's caught well behind that line of scrimmage, and they're going to be sent off after the turnover on downs.
Kate, that is all about the eyes of the defense, keyed in on the quarterback. Whether it was going to be a run or a throw, that defense was so locked in, they pulled him short of the sticks.
The Giants offense all set to get started. By this point, partner, they're through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Going the out route complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They have it on 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Here's Hunt up the middle. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Daniels. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Lofts it deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. Now here comes the New York offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback, as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Darts back to throw. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he'll get it up to the 44. They get 6 and a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st and 10. Clear start. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. New set of downs from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing on third. Here's Dart. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and get it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And coming off our first points of the ballgame, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. It's a give to Hunt. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw, Daniels. Dump off, caught by his back. Escapes the defender. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Washington, first down. A gain of 7. First down, Commanders.
Handoff running left. Here's Hunt. Shoots away from one. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. All set now. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Another run for Hunt. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a second-quarter lead. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
You're good on the point after. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 7, Giants 3.
Now it's York to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. 1st and 10 from the 32. Running with Scannaboo. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Not much scoring to this point, as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. It's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the gun on 3rd down. Into traffic, complete! And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Going on 1st down. It's Dart. Dumped off to his running back. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Dart going to throw again. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. The Commanders in the dime set for this 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. J.K. Scott on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Commanders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play.
1st and 10.
And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Hunt trying things up the gut. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that 1st down carry.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
they run. Here's Hunt. And they bring him down around the 34. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, Daniels. He keeps it and takes off. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And goes to the hurry up here.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
And they spike the ball to stop the clock. On 4th down, here comes Cade York and the Commanders' field goal unit. This is a 48-yard look for him. York knocks it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. So we have a 1-score game. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Commanders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Daniels now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it. Knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
Fade as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 28-yard line.
Scatterboo now from the gun. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And the Commanders' rush brings him down. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Commanders and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Following the play, we have an injured Commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. Giants into the nickel. 3rd down. Now Daniels to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And this one sails out, no return on the punt. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Driving forward with Scatterboo. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Going right back to Scatterboo. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher, and he can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. 5 DBs out there for the Commanders on third. They give right side. It's Scattergood. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Daniels from the pistol. He puts a mare under it deep down the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connections.
Incomplete. Tyler Newman there defensively.
They'll go with Hunt on the run. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down. Daniels going to keep it. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
That's more on the quick slant. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Daniels throwing on third. It's on target to Moore. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. First down from the 42. This is Hunt running left. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 42-yard line.
But man, it's Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
13 yards on the play. That's another Washington first down.
Running this with Hunt. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Giants with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
A 41-yard attempt.
New York knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
On now is York to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Giants offense all set to get started. They're down 13-3 as they take over. New York to the line. 1st and 10. And Scattergood here on the ground. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
It's Scattergood on 2nd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You could recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. On the carry, this is Scattergood. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run, it's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's able to hit Ridley, complete. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And the ball is going to remain at midfield as he is stopped at the line. No gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Get the Scattergood here on his own read. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throw here, 3rd down. Look at that power, deep left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. They'll bring out the punter here. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. He's fielded at the 14. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Commanders returning their offense and this running back to the field. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this 2nd half. First down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
The tackle by Nathan McFadden. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Daniels. He's making a bid for it. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. So you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for a Commanders first down.
Setting him on the dime. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Rolling back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he takes it down to the 33. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
Throwing now, Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Daniels. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. Got to figure out this 3rd down here.
A loss of 5 yards. And it's
3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Commanders ready for the punt. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line.
Their own 2-yard line.
Now here comes the New York offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. And he's going to get this up to right around that 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On 1st down, this is Scattergood. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Giants.
Running with Scatterboo. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
33-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Dart. Quickly's got it right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
13 yards on the play. That's another Giants.
Going on first down, it's Dart. Screen here for Scatterboo. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Another carry for him. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4.
39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
They give it to him again. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up
Little gun this time. Here's Dart. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Got play straight ahead. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Daniels back to throw. Now here he goes. And he gets back to the line, but no more. 3rd down here, need 8 on play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And the defender's there to knock this away. And that effort means it's 4th down. So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. Working quickly here.
Made at the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, here's an option. And he's not able to escape. The zone read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants down by 10. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long, they're going to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Behind the line, he lost that football. And the Commanders pick it up. Won't manage anything after the recovery, so that is where they'll take over after the fumble. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Nearly starts the drive with the 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
An early jump of the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the 1st. They'll run here following the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. All right, here we go. Second down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Back to the well again. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Daniels setting up the play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. He gets the first down for the Commanders, and that should get them this victory as well. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. A design run. Daniels will keep it. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders.